I don't know how else to say this without making the white people mad, because TikTok has taken this video down 3 times. But I'm just gonna get right to the chase. The reason why people are so angry that Halle Bailey is playing the live-action Ariel is because they're just now realizing that the stories that have them in it can be replaced by us, and the story will still stay the same. Y'all could not play the role of Tiana because the story would not be the same. Y'all could not play the role of Pocahontas because the story would be completely different. Y'all could not play the role of Mulan because the story would not make any sense. But we can play the story of Cinderella, Belle, and now Ariel, and the story still makes sense. And this is because culturally, y'all have nothing to offer. I want some of your brownsugar. I want some of your brownsugar. I want some of your brownsugar.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. This is Brownsugar Commentating. I'm your girl, Kayla. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe for more videos about Black entertainment, Black womanhood, and whatever heck else I feel like talking about this week. Alright, let's get right into it. So, we are going to do our weekly roundup, I guess we're going to call it, where we're going to be talking about all the things that has been going on in pop culture, music, you name it, we're going to discuss it basically. I feel like this is probably the easiest style of doing videos from now on. I feel like y'all are vibing with it, so let's just go with it, shall we? So the first thing on the docket to discuss Emmys. So the Emmys happened this past weekend and the Black girls is taking it and we love to see it, okay? So number one, Cheryl Lee Ralph, our Jamaican auntie, okay? Miss Aunt D, okay, from Moesha Days, you know, got an Emmy this past weekend. Actress, I think it is, like supporting actress on a comedy series. I think that's what it's for. But she's getting it for her role on Abbott Elementary, which I freaking love. Abbott Elementary is the new it girl of comedy shows. You know, we finally got a predecessor to Insecure and we love to see it. So Cheryl is doing great things. She's a legendary, like I said, legendary actress, icon, you know, was the original Dina in Dreamgirls on Broadway. Like I said, was Moesha's stepmama in Moesha, and like a dozen other things. She did Sister Act, a couple other things in the 90s, 2000s. But like I said, a great actress who deserves all the things, and I'm so happy for her. Her speech was just amazing. Like I'm like, we need to put her in another musical. Like, it's been too freaking long. That voice is not being utilized enough. I need to see Cheryl in another musical now, okay? Put her in a Disney live action something, a Broadway play something. We need to use her in something else because that voice is just amazing. But the speech gave me goosebumps. It made me so freaking happy. Yes. Also, going off of the Abbott Elementary train to also won for, I think it's best screenplay for a comedy series. Yes, and yes. I think she is the second, or is it the third? I believe she's the third Black woman to win this award. I know Lena was one of them, and there was another person who won that award before, but I know Lena Waithe is one of them. But yes, to Quinta. Quinta is a girl that I am rooting everything Quinta. Like, the same way I ride for Miss Issa Rae is the same way I ride for Miss Quinta, because she is just paving the way in a way that we've really never seen in television, and I really love that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Abbott Elementary is genius. It is so flawlessly funny without trying. It is a unapologetically Black show without trying, that the other girlies on ABC cannot relate, okay? And Quinta just has this natural charisma and just funniness to her that is just so, like, it's just great. It just oozes out of her. From He Got Money meme to the multiple sketches on BuzzFeed that got unpopular, to her being on Black Lady Sketch Show, to this, like, the journey has really been awesome to witness. And Quinta just seems like such a humble and great girl. So, like, I'm rooting for all things Quinta. Now, what I'm not here for is Mr. Jimmy Kimmel. I'm not. And you know what? I don't even have a problem with Jimmy Kimmel for the most part. I sometimes watch this show because our mom always watches this show. And like it's funny for the most part, but like this I was not a fan of, like at all. And basically what I'm talking about, if you haven't seen it already, is when Quinta was accepting her speech. I think Jimmy Kimmel was the one who announced that she won, and he fell on the floor, like he fainted. And literally a lot of the photos you see of Quinta accepting her speech, you see Jimmy Kimmel just laying on the floor. And while he probably didn't think anything of it, or may not even have malicious intent, it still kind of, I don't think it ruined the moment, but it definitely took away from it somewhat, because I'm just like, why the hell did you think that that was the appropriate time to crack a joke? Like, black women do not be winning nothing in Hollywood. And like, you should never take that lightly when a black woman wins something and you decided that you want to be Mr. Funny Man. Like, come on now. Like I said, I don't think he had malicious intent by doing it, but it definitely makes me side at Jimmy a little bit. And like, Quinta responded, because, you know, of course, like, social media was not here for it. They was dragging Jimmy from here all the way to Timbuktu, and rightfully so. And when Quinta, you know, she was basically saying, oh, like, I know Jimmy, he didn't mean anything by it. It was cool, whatever. And I'm like, of course, she has to say that. Like, she's in Hollywood. She's going to have to be on his show. Like, that's just the name of the game. But, like, in the grand scheme of things, that was very nasty of Jimmy Kimmel to do. Like I said, regardless of the intent, like, you still shouldn't have done it. Like, you could have just not done that at all. Also, Lizzo won. I'm assuming it's for her Amazon Prime reality show, which good on Lizzo. That makes Lizzo 2 awards away from being an EGOT, and I believe it's going to happen. Love Lizzo down. You know we love us some Lizzo on this here channel. We support all things Lizzo. I never got to check out that reality series, but it definitely seemed empowering and fun. Like, you know, it was her show trying to find her next round of background dancers, and they were all pretty much, you know, plus size like she is. So, like, it was a great show, it seemed like. So, good on Lizzo for that. Like I said, it's Lizzo's season. Like, Lizzo is a winner. She is a star. And I definitely, like I said, the Oscar and the Tony is in her future. I can see it. I can feel it. It's gonna happen. Also, Miss Zendaya did win another time. Okay, another Emmy. 2 Peter on the Emmys for Miss Zendaya. She got another Emmy for, I guess, it's Best Actress in a Drama Series for Euphoria, and like rightfully so. Like rightfully so. Like, Zendaya carries Euphoria on her back, honey. I mean, I feel like Zendaya plays Ali and Zendaya Mama. Them 3 be acting the frick down on that show. And Zendaya Mama gonna get some one of these days. She need to get something immediately. Because even this another one, that this season, Mama was carrying it. Mama was carrying it for sure. And we're gonna start the campaign starting now, okay? Because she definitely was robbed. She definitely was robbed. At Zendaya Mama, I don't know what her real name is. I'm going to find it so I can put it on the screen for y'all. But the woman that plays her, she did such a good job this season. And I'm really upset that she got no type of recognition for that. And that's just unfair. Because like I said, she was acting the frick down. Them 3 in the acting department, acting down. Okay? But Zendaya, rightfully, like I said, this season, she, especially that episode where she was going off on Jules and going off on the mama, that episode, amazing, a freaking amazing. Zendaya, the woman you are, the star you are, okay? Love me some Zendaya down. Other than that, I didn't really check out the Emmys. I don't really do like award shows like that anymore. It's just sitting through 3.5 hours. No, I'll catch the highlights. You feel me? But what I don't appreciate is something I saw on Twitter is people talking about, oh, does the Emmys mean anything anymore? And I'm like, it's interesting that y'all do that, and then you have the nerve to include the black women who won on y'all pictures of your headlines. And I'm just like, that's nasty work. That's nasty work, and y'all know that's nasty work. Because I'm like, why is it when black people start getting things that y'all start to do this type of conversation? Like, and like I said, you could have picked any winner from last night. You chose to pick black women on the cover. Why? Because now black women are winning awards that it no longer holds any value. Go to hell. Go right to hell. Them publications, go to hell. Anyway, moving swiftly and professionally, let's briefly talk about PnB Rock real quick. So PnB Rock, who is best known, he was a rapper, and I guess rapper, singer, like he was one of those that were like in that murky middle kind of, like a melodic rapper per se. He was tragically killed the other day, after his location was basically shared and at a Roscoe's, and he was robbed and then killed at gunpoint. And he was only in his like 30s. I think he was like only 30. And, which is like obviously sad, and like this is just annoying, you know, when you think about in the past several years how many Black male rappers, singers, what have you, have been killed due to gun violence. You think Nipsey Hussle, Young Dolph, Pop Smoke, and now PnB Rock. Like, it's just really unfortunate, and pretty much it's unfortunate and it's unfair that these men's lives got cut short because people just don't know, just the lack of obviously gun control in this country, but definitely the fact that people be so jealous and nasty and mean-spirited that they just can't see other people be successful, that they have to take away their lives. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And it just makes my heart sad when I see things like this. But, you know, PnB Rock is most known for his song Selfish. What's the other one? He was in the French Montana song Unforgettable, the remix, and the song Dangerous with Meek Mill and Jeremiah. So pretty much, you know, good songs. I don't really know his music outside of those songs for real. But, you know, he was a talented individual. Like I said, had great promise, great future. He has, I think, 2 daughters. So this is just an unfortunate situation all around. And my condolences go to the family. But what really pisses me off about this situation is how instead of people talking about, like I'm talking about, Black male entertainers being killed too soon, or like killed in general, instead of talking about Black male entertainers who are this trend almost of Black male entertainers being in the real world, you know, minding their business and getting killed for no freaking reason, instead of talking about that and talking about, you know, sending love to the family, sending love to his girlfriend, all of that, you guys chose to be nasty to the girlfriend. Being nasty, talking about, oh, why the girlfriend? Because allegedly the girl put on her story that she was at Roscoe's, because that's where they were, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in LA, and the guy came and whatever. And it's just like, number one, everybody shares their location all the time. It's famous, not famous. This is just the world that we live in. This is the culture we live in. If we're going to go somewhere, especially like a food place, we're going to put it on our story. Like, because no one's thinking someone's finna get shot. Also, it ended up being revealed today that he also put his location before she did. And also, you do know that he is a public figure. So, like, even if either one of them didn't put their location, a person could have easily been in the restaurant, put, hey, PnB Rock is here. Like, because that's something I see people do all the time. If you spot a celebrity out, like I said, whether it's a restaurant, on the street, at the mall, whatever, you're going to, like, put it on the stories, because that's just the nature of the world that we live in, the digital age we live in. Like, that's just what it is. No one in their mind is ever going to think, hey, this person could be robbed and killed. Like, that's just not what, we ain't reached that levels of violence yet, you know? It's like, y'all, the girl's already going through, like, the PTSD of having to witness her boyfriend being murdered in front of her. And she probably also feels a bit of, like, guilt, even though she shouldn't. But I can definitely see, you know, the wheels turning in your head. Like, if I didn't post it, would the person have found him? That type of deal. Like, but it didn't have, and it couldn't, it's just like, there's no way to 100% know that it was her post that caused that person to roll up on PnB Rock like that and know his location. Like I said, he posted it. You don't even know, we have no way of knowing of other people in that vicinity if they posted something. Like, you have no idea. But instead of, like I said, it always just comes back to the misogyny of it all. Like, I'm so sorry about it. It always just comes back to that. Like I said, instead of this being a time where you're sending condolences, you're sending thoughts, you're sending prayers to the girl, y'all are being nasty. And then, like I said, it wasn't until today where the news reporter was like, yeah, he also posted his location. Like, Now what? Now apologize. I want the apologies to be as loud, because everybody talk about why did she do that? You don't need to know. Everybody doesn't know your move. Da da da. She should have had a gun with her. She should have did this. Coulda, woulda. Everybody loves to shoulda, coulda, woulda until it's your situation. But like I said, on a daily basis, we as the normal people of America, we post our location all the time. So cut the foolishness. Cut the freaking foolishness. But like I said, love and light to PnB Rock's girlfriend. Love and light to his family. This is truly just an unfortunate situation. But I just had to get that out because it was just like, that was all up and through the timeline the past couple of days. And I was like, wrap it up. Wrap it up and wrap it up now. Because y'all be really just, the elevator's not going up to the top with some of y'all. Like, it really don't make no damn sense. Anywho, next topic I want to talk about is the Barbs. And I'm going to keep it real cute. I'm going to keep it real cute and real quiet. Like, I'm going to keep it real cute and real short because I know how y'all roll. But I just want to say this. So the rap girlies are fighting. What they're fighting about, do not know. Do not care at all. I don't. Because I can't say too much on that subject. Because, child, I don't want nobody doxing my ass. Okay? But what I do not understand is I can understand people liking a celebrity, liking an entertainer, actress, whatever. Especially liking a musical artist, right? Because there are a couple of artists, y'all see me talk about artists that I love all the time. Because, you know, you can deeply resonate with them. You watch them come up, your music, you know, you grew up with it. Or like their music really helped you get through dark times. You know, or it really like symbolizes the important moments in your life. And you could really be, you know, I don't want to say indebted, but you feel a certain level of like symbiotic kinship with this artist. So much so that you are very invested in their life. You're very invested in their people, you know, the artists' wins, their losses. You want to be there for them. They feel like a friend, a brother, a sister, whatever, right? We've talked about parasocial relationships on here before when I was talking about Will and Jada months ago. But a lot of people have that parasocial relationship when it comes to musical artists, and we like to call them stans, right? And everybody's a stan for something. I always say I have no choice but to stan, right? But there's a difference between being a fan and being invested in an artist and taking shit too damn far. The Barbs have gone off the deep end, right? And I'm so sorry. And like, it's been bad, right? We always talk about the Barbs when it comes to stan culture and how they really ride for Nicki, right? They really ride and die for Miss Nicki. But it has become a point where we're going off the deep end, and now we gotta come on home to Jesus right now. We gotta really go back to the drawing board, because what the hell is going on? So like I said, the rap girls are fighting, and I've seen a lot of the commentary going on, and like I said, I'm not getting into the specifics of the beef. Like, if you've seen it, you've seen it. Like, because personally, I don't even know what the hell is going on, to be honest. It's like, I really got to go sit down and watch my little YouTube video. Somebody really recapping everything, because everything just happened so damn fast. But like I said, it involves Nicki Minaj. And a lot of people obviously weighing and giving their commentary. And it's just like, when it comes to, like I said, Miss Nicki, okay? You can't say too much on her. Because if you do, you will get a flood of comments and whatever. And like, that's typical stan stuff. It's the same thing with the Beehive. The same thing with even white people. Because like, the girls be riding. I don't know what Harry Styles calls his people, but they be riding for him. Same thing with the Taylor Swift people. Like, everybody got they clique, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you use a certain celebrity's name, like that's a buzzword for their stans to come in your comments and going hard. But it's just like, it's a difference between you defending like your fave to doing the death threats. Because, like, one of the people that, you know, that the Barbs have been attacking is Kim Foster, a.k.a. for Harriet, who I freaking love. I love her content. I think she's brilliant. I really, really love her. And I always respect her opinions on, like, everything. But, you know, she decided to weigh in about Nicki, and the what she has shown us in terms of, like, the messages that she's been receiving, it is disgusting. It is so disgusting. Like, it's one thing you come for a person's look, you come for a person's, you know, surface level, stupid, dumb things. Like I said, people always say on the internet, whatever. But when you get to threatening people, when you get to talking about, I know where you live, I'm finna stand outside your building, I'm finna follow your brother at his school, like, that, what? I hope you get raped. I hope you get killed. It's like, now, what is this about? What is this about? Like, you gotta step back and say, at what point are we doing, what is this, is this even about the person you're standing, or is this about something else? Because I would hope that the person you're standing would not want you to be talking about people cash crazy like this. Like, I would really hope that that's not the goal here. Like I said, I'm all for defending people you love, because like I said, especially black women, because I defend black women, celebrities that I don't know, that don't know me from nowhere all the time, because I just don't feel like, I feel like, you know, obviously that black women need a certain level of protection. And yes, this, of course, Nicki has been under a certain level of scrutiny, especially earlier on in her career, because she was the only female rapper, and, you know, whatever, for a long time. Like, the most, I guess, like, you know, she was the biggest female rapper for a while. So I get it, but it's like, when you are threatening people, when you are doxing their information on the internet, when you are opening them up to harm, it's time for us to get back to the drawing board on some things. Because luckily, you know, it feels, you know, that Kim has the means to get lawyers. She has, you know, I'm pretty sure she lives in a secure building, so she'll be fine. But like, for someone who is not as lucky, like, you know, or not as affluent, you know what I'm saying? That's not the case. And God forbid something happens to somebody that y'all harmed in the name of this person that don't even know you from nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It's like, love who you want to love, listen to the music, support that type of stuff. But why are we threatening people? Why are we threatening people? It's nasty work. And it's like, it's gonna look bad on her at the end of the day if something does happen, because she has been known to like, retweet, share certain tweets that are being nasty to people. And it's like, so it feels like you're encouraging this behavior. It's like the same thing with the Travis Scott thing. Like, when Travis Scott was under fire for the Astroworld incident, a lot of the fallback came from him inciting that violent, rowdy behavior at previous concerts. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you can't even look like a victim because this is the nature of your concert. And then look what happened. People died. So like, if somebody does either die or get severely injured due to this type of things going on, it's gonna look bad on your girl. I'm telling you, it's gonna look bad. It's gonna look bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, all because you didn't agree with what they said. Like, it's just like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's just nasty work. You know, like, eventually maybe I'll talk about the beef, but like I said, that's not really the vibes of what's going on. It's not really the vibes. It's not really the vibes. The last thing I would like to talk about is The Racist and The Little Mermaid, okay? So it finally has come out for the live action remake of the classic Disney movie, The Little Mermaid, starring Halle Bailey. Okay, it's gonna come out next year around my birthday, okay? Which, like, we love to see. I will be front and center, like, literally like a little kid. But the trailer showed us everything we need to see, which is pretty much a little snippet of Halle singing part of that world, okay? And let me tell you, chills, goosebumps. I knew it. I just knew she was gonna deliver, okay? Halle and Chloe have voices made for Disney. The voices are angelic. It's giving, like, come on, okay? But this has been announced for almost 3 years that Halle was going to be Ariel, okay? We've been known this. So, and when it first was announced, the races were front and center. They were giving the excuses as to why Halle should not be the Little Mermaid, or really, rather, not even Halle, why a black girl should not be the Little Mermaid. And they given us every BS excuse under the sun, which is nothing short of racism, because it's just like, they're talking about, oh, she doesn't have red hair. Technically, based on geographical location, Ariel should be like Dutch, and Dutch people are white. All types of nonsense, when, like, the thing that is the most apparent here is that she's a mermaid. Mermaids are not real. Mermaids could literally be purple for all we freaking know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why do y'all care so bad? Like, number one, y'all are grown. Y'all are grown. Y'all are freaking 30, 40, 50-year-olds talking about some damn what a mermaid should look like and not look like. Get the frick out of here. Please. Please touch some grass immediately. Have you touched grass today? I think you should. Before you sit there. And then now it's like, so we already dealt with that ignorance back in 2019 when people literally had a hashtag, not my Ariel. It's just like, are you freaking kidding me? I thought we were done with this. But the trailer has obviously opened up the ignorance once again. And people are being nitpicky, talking about her hair doesn't look red. She doesn't look like she's underwater. Like, literally grasping at straws to try to justify their blatant racism. And it's just like, nigga, just don't watch it. Don't freaking watch it. Like, come on now. You acting like this is like The Wiz where like everybody's freaking black. And like, I would love to see it. Personally, that's what I would love to see. Personally, but I know Disney's not gonna do that. Disney's not gonna do that. They will make probably an entirely new movie with black folks than to make a movie with all, you know, like a all black remake type vibe. But I feel like it would eat. Because look at The Wiz. Who the frick watches The Wizard of Oz when The Wiz is right there? Come on. Why would I? What is even the song? The going down the Yellow Brick Road. I don't know what the song is, but I would so much rather ease on down the road, honey. Like, please. Like, I know the white people was sick when they saw The Wiz and they ate. I know they was sick. I know they were sick. Come on now. If only I had a brain, why would I want to listen to that when I got You Can't Win? Like, cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. I know y'all sick. I know y'all are sick. So it's just like, I get it. I understand, right? But like, nah. Like, let people, why can't black people have this one thing? All the other remakes so far has been white people, white people, white people. Like, come on. You could have let black people just have this. And it's not even like all the sisters are black. There are white sisters, black sisters, Asian sisters. Like, what are we mad about? What are we truly mad about? I don't get it. Like, please. Like, she finna eat and I'm finna be there eating. My wig finna be snatched. I'm finna have a great time. Halle is gonna be great. She's gonna be great. I just know it. Based on that scene alone, I didn't even have to see the scene. I just knew it. But like, y'all are nasty. Y'all are freaking nasty. Like, black people don't get nothing. We don't get nothing. I'm like, we had one princess and my girl was a freaking frog. 90% of that goddamn movie. Talk about, and then somebody try to put that as a rebuttal. Talk about some, oh, but what if Princess Tiana was white? What? That don't even make sense in the damn story. Like, culturally, like, Tiana's story is heavily tied to her culture. So, like, it wouldn't make freaking sense for her to be white because it just doesn't make sense to the story. I mean, she could be, but, like, it would just ruin the movie and like I wouldn't care anyway because Tiana was freaking white. Like, Tiana was a goddamn frog the whole damn movie, so who freaking cares? Like, please, like, what are you talking about? Like, y'all are just racist. Just say you're racist and go. You're comparing someone being a mythological creature to someone being an actual real life person. Like, please, goodbye. Exits that way. Like, you, please. But anywho, like I said, it's gonna be great. Y'all are racist and go on. And it was all worth it because like these little like I've been seeing like little kids' reaction, little black girls' reactions to seeing Halle on screen, and it literally makes me bawl. It makes my heart smile. It makes me so freaking happy because that is exactly the emotions I felt when I saw Brandy in the 1997 Cinderella. Like, you could not tell me Cinderella was not black because there was no other version of Cinderella. When I saw Brandy in her braids in that blue dress, I said, that is my Cinderella. Yes. And I could be like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no better feeling as a young black girl to see yourself represented, right? And especially when you're into like princesses and that type of stuff, when you see one that looks like you, it is the best thing in the world. It also makes me think about when I was younger. I remember one time my mom took me to Toys R Us and there was a black Barbie, like a black girl who was supposed to be Barbie, and she was like signing these, I think there was like probably these new Barbies that came out or something, but I sat in that line all goddamn day to get this girl to sign my little Barbie thing. And once again, you could not tell me Barbie was not a black girl. You could not tell me. It was a dark-skinned black girl at that. Like, I was so like I couldn't believe it. And like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it does something for you as a little kid to see someone who looks like you being held up as gorgeous and pretty and dainty and all the great things that we're, you know, women are supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? And I use that in quotation because gender is a myth. I'm sorry. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it just does something for you to see a person look like you, viewed as desirable in a sense, right? Because like I said, society tells you your whole life that you're not desirable. You're not a princess. You're not dainty. You're not all the things. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just good to see that type of representation. Y'all know I'm big on representation matters for Black girls, okay? So this is amazing. Like I said, nothing but respect, okay, for my queen, my princess, my Ariel, okay? It might not be y'all's, but she's mine. Halle, she finna eat the soundtrack for the eat, okay? And I'm ready. And I'm freaking ready, okay? May 26, 2023, where you at? I'm ready. But yeah, that's all the topics that I'm going to talk about for this week. Y'all let me know what y'all think about everything down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll definitely see y'all in my next video. Peace out, y'all.